In today's podcast, of course, we have the one and only King Drew, one of the original 4 FGC TikTokers. We talked about some fighting games, some cosplay, and we had a good old time, and I hope you guys enjoy today's episode. King Drew, thank you so much for officially joining me on the podcast, of course. You're my second guest out of the original FGC TikTokers. So I'm excited. We're getting there. We're getting in all of you guys. You, Sharpie, Yoshi, and T. So how I start all these podcasts off is pretty simple. But first off, thank you for joining me, obviously.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The big question I always start with is what brought you to TikTok? Like, how did you get yourself to TikTok to start making content?
Like most people, it was the pandemic. Like, straight up, most people, it was the pandemic. I downloaded it all the way back in, I want to say it was March. Yeah, it was March. No, April. It was around April / like late March, early April of 2020. You know, pandemic had just gotten started. I was stuck inside with my sister and my mother and my father. We really couldn't see family that much. And I just said, friggin', let's just go see what TikTok's all about. And then I was like, this app is kind of fun. Oh no, this app's kind of fun. and from there on out, I recorded like a couple dumb videos, and then I found out that my phone, this is something with my phone currently. Pray one of these days I can get enough money to get a new phone. I found that my phone, when it comes to my phone's microphone, I have a Google Pixel 3 XL. Apparently, every time I try to record with my microphone on the TikTok app, on any other app, it's fine. But on the TikTok app specifically, when I try to record on there with my voice, you can only hear my voice out of one ear.
It's so weird.
Why. It's so weird. I don't know why my phone has this issue. I'm gonna try to get it looked at one of these days. That'll just, get a new phone at this point. So most of the videos I did were just either like through like some plugins on Instagram, some filters they had, or on my actual camera for just like skits where I have to use my voice. And if it was any TikToks where I just had to use a sound, then I just used the TikTok app from there. That was essentially how I did it. But my first few videos were just completely random stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first video was just my first video was actually me just walking down the hallway and being like, ladies and gentlemen, you hear my voice, right? You hear what my voice sounds like, right? Okay. Now I want you to take an image of what you think I sound like and darken it by about 20-something shades, because I know I sound white, but I'm not.
All right.
Yeah. But it was that. And then my second video was me and my Terry Bogard cosplay.
Oh, we're gonna talk about your cosplay tonight for sure.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my first videos. It was me and my Terry Bogard cosplay, and the audio was, he likes to play catch. I asked him, can you catch these hands? He said yes, so I hit him. After that, I just took sort of a deep dive through TikTok, saw what everyone else was talking about, and then I got to the anime side of TikTok, and things sort of took off from there. I started talking about more anime, and people started to notice, and then I started talking about fighting games, and a few more people started to notice. And then I scrolling through my comments one day, and I see some random white dude with a very nice beard in my comment section, one of my fighting game TikToks, be like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I wouldn't know until a little bit later on when I saw he tagged me in a video being like, here's some fighting game TikTokers you need to follow, that it was Phil, of course.
I don't remember what the name of the song was. There was a trend going around. You used it perfectly.
It was Campus by Vampire Weekend.
Oh my god, it was done perfectly. You were like imitating being at like a venue or like at a tournament and someone smashed the controller. Like
I'm just like,
because I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I've been to a local where someone like that Smash Bros tournament where their controller's now just in a million pieces on the floor. You're like, don't talk to that guy.
There was a Street Fighter 4 player that did that. I forget who it was, but they like smashed up a good fight stick or something. I think it was the same person who said like something along the lines of pick a top tier.
Oh,
but
yeah.
People can get salty about a lot of things, so
As of right now, I still think that's my favorite video from you. There was another one where you were like trying to go to bed. I don't remember. You were like trying to fall asleep, but then you get a random text. Do you want to play fighting games? You're like, All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it right here.
That's another one
I'm ready to run this set.
Yeah, I can relate to that so bad, so much.
Not sponsored by Hitbox, by the way, but hit me up.
Not yet. Not yet. Give it
Not
time.
yet.
All right. So, have you tried like content elsewhere outside of TikTok? I know you're huge into Twitch. I know you've been a big streamer, so.
I wouldn't say a big streamer. I've been streaming for way longer than I went on TikTok. I started streaming back after I graduated high school, shortly after I got out of high school, because I'm like, sure, why not? I'll give this a shot. First stream I think was me playing Dishonored 2 or something like that, and then I just, started doing a little bit more consistently. Downloaded Slobs. Yeah. I actually had Slobs downloaded at the time. Yeah. And then I started playing more fighting games on there. One of my big fighting games that, people mostly on the small side of the FGC, like, I can't say like I'm that big, but most people know me for like on TikTok for my like fighting game plus my DBFZ skits. Like I'm known for like making DBFZ content on Twitter most of the time. And my original team when I first started DBFZ was Zamasu, Trunks, and I think Yamcha. And then just after the seasons,
I don't think I've ever heard that team ever in my life.
Yeah, nah, it was a pretty bad team. Then after that, I slowly went from that team to playing Kid Buu, Base Goku, and I forget him. No, it was Yamcha, Kid Buu, and Base Goku, right? Mm-hmm. And at one point, I realized I didn't like playing on controller because I was way too inaccurate. Plus, my controller, the pad I originally played on was like pretty bad. So I decided to invest in buying a hitbox, and that's why I now play on hitbox. Mm-hmm. A lot of fun. Once again, not endorsed by them.
Not yet. That's actually on like every Christmas list I ever put on. Ever since I started playing fighting games, I put a hitbox. I haven't bought one yet, but I think this year I'm just gonna have to cave and get one. They do look fun to learn. Like I've seen some really crazy stuff on them.
It took me like a week. I want to say it took me like a week, 3 days or less. No, more like 5, like almost half a week. But I learned how to use it pretty effectively. All you got to do is remember that the up button is not on the top, like the jumping button. It's at the bottom. It's where your thumb is like supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Like right here. But also like in terms of where I started off with streaming, it took me like I think 6 months to get to affiliate. It took me about six-ish months to get to affiliate, and that was a ride. Mm-hmm. And then after I hit affiliate, I started playing a few more games. That's when I like really started getting into fighting games. I played more than DBFZ. And I started playing other fighting games like, what else was big at the time? I started playing a little bit more Tekken. But DBFZ, everyone knew was like my main thing, so I tried to schedule playing fighting games at least, like once every week. Sorry. I was just thinking, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to be streaming playing Happy Chaos tomorrow if anyone's going to be there.
Yeah, make sure you go over there. Yeah, definitely. I actually put you on there, I think yesterday. You're now in my recommended when I'm not streaming to make sure they go check you out.
Oh, auto host feature. Okay,
yeah,
cool,
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, auto host. I put you, Sharpie, Lumi, and T-Grass up there too. But is Dragon Ball FighterZ like what got you into fighting games, or have you been playing way before that?
No, not at all. Actually, what originally got me into fighting games was Super Smash Brothers. Actually,
yep.
Yeah. For me, it was starting off with like late Brawl into like Smash 4. Venue I used to go to, Gwinnett Brawl, used to have, tourneys for both, and I would go to them. And when it came to Smash 4, I played a lot of different characters, actually. I played Falco, I played Luigi, I played Mario, I played DK from time to time.
Falco and Brawl? Oh, no, that's...
No, in 4.
Okay.
Smash 4. Yeah. Who else did I... There's one more character I'm forgetting that I used to, like, play a lot. Game & Watch. I actually used to play a lot of Game & Watch.
Game & Watch fun.
I was that guy. I was actually that guy. I never touched Bayonetta. Heaven forbid. I hated that character with a burning passion. Like most other people who played Smash 4, I hated that character with my whole chest.
In my local, no one was good with her. Like everyone that picked Bayonetta in my local, like they weren't playing her correctly. So to me, like everyone was scared of facing a Bayonetta. I'm like, eh. Like I played Palutena in 4.
Oh,
she was trash. So like going in there, I never expected to do great at all. So like facing any top tier character, I knew I was going to do rough to begin with.
Okay, what's up, Sharpie?
Excuse me, I always had a blast. Sharpie!
Hi. But yeah, I played quite a bit of Smash 4. Oh, it was also Diddy Kong, because Diddy Kong was known as like, just such a sick character in Smash 4. King Chewington the Fourth. I swear, are we just gonna keep that name going?
Yeah, King Chewington the Fourth. Absolutely, that's the best. Like for example, I don't know if you know this. When Lumi, the first time we ever did that first like group call together, right? When all of us joined in together, Lumi actually just changed his name to Luminos like that day, and Sharpie joined the chat and said, "Oh, what's up, Lumi?" Like just right off the bat, and that's been his nickname ever since. Like no one called him Lumi before Sharpie did. I didn't even
know that. That's wild. But yeah, back when I was actually, it's convenient that the purple Sharpie's in here. But like, after Smash 4, like leading into Smash Ultimate, I played plenty of Smash Ultimate, especially when it came out while I was streaming. I like streamed just about every direct of like release of every character. I'm pretty sure I still have some of my reactions up there. And I remember just screaming through about 3 or 4 of them. And I remember back when I was about, 18 or 19, I finally got Twitter. I finally caught Twitter. Worst mistake of your life, by the way. Don't go on there. And one of the first interactions I ever had with Sharpie on there was that I remember there was a time, I think it was about 2019, like early 2019, people were like trying to money match her for stuff. So I decided to make a tweet where I said, "Oh, people are money matching Sharpie, huh? Well, she should fight me in DBFZ for $20." And she absolutely like came for my neck saying about some Don't be bringing around petty child change if you're going to challenge me to a money match or something like that.
She just didn't she just like
first
face
time
the
she ever
grappler?
interacted with me.
She just faced a grappler a couple days ago, didn't she?
Yeah, she actually faced the voice actor of Axel, Octopimp.
Ay. She was a was it a Potemkin main?
Yeah. Oh. Octopimp is a Potemkin main.
Oh, that's rough subject for Sharpie.
Yeah. But yeah, the first time we ever interacted, she completely dissed me because I was throwing around chump change, which I mean, I was a college student. What kind of change you thought I had?
In college, I remember we used to like do like snacks. I remember when I was in college, we used to like go like a bowl of like pre-cups of ramen and like mac and cheese. We would actually like trade that or put that up for bid when we were playing in Smash. When I was in school, when I was in college, it was Brawl. So,
ew. Yeah. So whoever picked Meta Knight just got all the food.
We actually had the Meta Knight ban. That was actually a rule in our group. We actually banned Meta Knight. We were that guy. We refused. No Meta Knight.
Okay, that's crazy. Yeah. But I actually didn't get into content creation much for Smash, but I actually got into a lot of content creation on like YouTube and on TikTok for DBFZ.
Okay.
And that's how I made a couple, like, 1,000, 2,000 followers, because, especially on Twitter, my fighting game TikToks do way better on Twitter than they do on TikTok for whatever reason. Because, the more people I follow there, more people follow me back. It's more niche, people in fighting games see my content. And it's just sort of, been that way for a while, which is fine. And then I've started to notice that more people, especially now with, people like Luminos, then there's MHK, there's Graffiti King, there's plenty of other people on TikTok now who make a bunch of fighting game content, which is sort of wild to see, especially now that there are people that I've known since, like, I've been out of college who actually, like, follow me, like, one of them being Sharpie, and then there's, like, a couple of people in the FGC that I'm just like, these people know me. That's weird to think about. That's very, very, very weird to think about. And Floki as well, actually. Floki, T-Grass, and also Pinto. Y'all
you actually caved. I was wondering if you were gonna cave to that comment. Oh, Floki.
Yeah. I love y'all. Y'all the greatest.
We have a great community over on TikTok with all the new, and I feel like there's a new like fighting game person joining like constantly. Like I feel like every time I load up the app, there's like a new person, like either clips or talking about fighting games or in some way. I love it. Right. Like I wake up one day, I check
I check the people in your comment section. I see more FGC content creators. It's like, who are you people? Where are y'all coming from?
Well, another big thing that I've noticed about your content. Oh, I definitely want to talk about cosplay. But when it comes to anime, like, when did you like jump on? Was it you like were stitching people? Were you duetting them? Like, were you just like commenting? Or when did you start making the like plunge into like the anime community on TikTok?
Well, I mean, once I found out there were more people, out there, a lot of people on anime, like who talk about anime on TikTok. I was just like, okay, cool. These are my kind of people. I like this. So, at that point, I was on anime TikTok, I was on cosplay TikTok, I was on gaming and FGC TikTok, all the same time, right? And how do I say this? And I just sort of got into just, making these random videos. I had like some really crappy cosplays. Honestly, they didn't look that good. And then I realized, wait a minute, I really like One Piece. One Piece is great. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people on this app who absolutely love One Piece, because I actually started, reading / watching One Piece around 2019 and all that, and I had just like caught up at the somewhere near the beginning of 2020. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'll make more One Piece content, right? And I started making more videos, and at first there was one video of mine, that was sort of like referencing One Piece content, but with like this little like freestyle rap. Some of y'all might know which one I'm talking about, but it was sort of like these like there's like this freestyle rap, and then the lyrics I tried to match up with each One Piece character who I thought would fit them properly. Mm-hmm. And that sort of worked out, because apparently then I got noticed by a TikTok, especially if he makes a lot of One Piece stuff, like One Piece content creator, named That Guy with the Man Bun. He reached out to me. He's like, yo, dude, I love your videos. Maybe we should like start a group or something. And this dude was at like 100K at the time. I was only at like 10, 20K. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, okay. I haven't heard much from him as of recently. Like, he's sort of just been off the grid. I think he's just dealing with things in life, and I wish him well. I hope he's doing all right. But he introduced me to a lot of other people on, like anime TikTok. Like, I named like a bunch of people at the top of my head, like Christina, my boy Tanner, aka Schweeb, Saya, Xavier, all these different people. And after that, I was sort of reminding myself, it's like, I actually like cosplaying. Yeah. Like, I remember at one point I actually like enjoyed cosplaying. And here's the thing, I've actually been cosplaying since I was in about, I want to say, the 10th grade.
Really? Okay. That was going to be probably the next question, was when you started cosplaying.
Yeah. I started cosplaying around, I want to say, the 10th grade, because I will let you know this right now. Around middle school and high school, I was a huge, and I mean huge, fan of Team Fortress 2. Okay. One of my favorite FPSs ever. I like absolutely love it. And it remains one of my favorites to this day. And one of the first characters I ever cosplayed was actually the Scout. Mm. Yeah, it was the Scout, then the Sniper. I did that once for a Halloween costume, and then at one point I actually cosplayed the Medic. Okay. Yeah, at one point I cosplayed the Medic, and I actually went to there's a convention in Atlanta known as MomoCon, which is like, Momo means peach, because, Georgia, state of peaches, PeachCon, makes sense. Mm-hmm. And that's where I ended up taking most of my cosplays, and those were like a good majority of my cosplays. Most of the time was Team Fortress 2 stuff. And it worked out pretty well. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. So I decided to sort of bring that back. I didn't really make TF2 content, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start doing One Piece cosplays. So I did the simplest cosplay out there, which was Ace. It was Fire Fist Ace, who has just like, this cowboy hat, and he wears like a bead necklace. I was like, okay, that's easy. I don't have the hat around me.
That's right there. That's Luffy's half brother, right?
Yeah, let's say half brother for now.
Yeah, like I've watched like the first 3 episodes of One Piece, and that's all I know about the series. Like, I know there's like a Bible worth of information, and I just don't have the time to get into it.
It's essentially an epic at this point.
Yeah, it's so long. I give credit, like, there will come a point in my life, I'm like, if I ever go on bed rest, that's when I'll be forced to watch. Like if I ever go out on an injury, like that's when I'll sit there. Like I guess I'll just watch all of One Piece. That's all I'm gonna be able to do, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, yeah, I cosplayed Ace. Worked out pretty well. Made a couple of videos about it. And then I made some more videos about a couple more things. I made videos about Naruto. I made videos about not My Hero Academia. I made videos of like maybe like a few minor videos about Bleach. I made videos about a couple more niche animes. Heck, one of my cosplays actually was that one meme of Shinji from Evangelion, and he has that mug, and that mug has his face on it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I decided to replicate that. So what I did was that I actually found a mug that looked just like that off of Redbubble, and then I got me like a blue undershirt. Then I took like a random white dress shirt out of my closet, and boom, Shinji cosplay. And apparently some people thought it was really funny.
Like, do you feel like there's certain animes that do better on TikTok, like when it comes to like views wise? Like is One Piece more popular?
Definitely, especially if it's like any of the big three, like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. But if it's like things like Dragon Ball, or any other anime that's like really well known out there, like Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, and all of those, yeah. But I got myself a pretty huge following making One Piece content, so I mostly got into making One Piece content. And I think my next cosplay after that was Trafalgar Law. I know, weird name. And then after that, it was one of the villains. Which villain was it? It was Doflamingo afterwards. And that's when I actually started incorporating do-rags into my cosplays. Anyone who's seen any of my cosplays knows I put in, like, I use a lot of do-rags. Reason being is because I just don't like wearing wigs. I really don't like wearing wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's respectable. I wouldn't want to wear one either.
And I always thought, it might make me stand out, as a black cosplayer. I mean, come on. Do-rags is something that, is part of sort of our culture. So, it makes a lot of sense how I can have my own little twist on it. Toy Story fighting game.
That'll be a video I make later this week.
Oh, I cannot wait to see that.
Thanks for the idea, Lone Wolf.
All right, so if Rex isn't a grappler, I riot.
Right. Well, let's move back to fighting games for a bit. You've competed, right? Like you have a local and stuff?
Just at locals, very, very minimal stuff. I actually once competed at MomoCon, didn't make it very far, because we ran tournaments for Smash 4 there. But I wasn't really, I was just someone who just sort of went to locals, went to tournaments with my friends. I accidentally omitted this information. Me and my best friend, we actually started a esports club at our high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and this esports club primarily ran Super Smash Bros., especially Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate, unfortunately, was dropping around the tail end. We were leaving high school and going to college, though.
Yeah.
So, we passed on seniority of, president to our some of our friends we already knew that were, still stuck in high school. Some of my homies. A legit esports club? Yeah, legit esports club. We ran Smash tournaments. We actually had parties. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of good fun.
Were you the best in your group?
Hell no. That would have actually gone to my best friend. My best friend, shout out my boy Roku, aka Kosei6, has actually been. He and I had such a burning love for Smash Bros. At the time. I still do. It's just I realize Smash Ultimate isn't my game, but I will still love the series. I still, sometimes go back, play Melee with some friends on Slippy and all that. Mm-hmm. It's good fun. By the way, I need to fight you one of these days, Phil.
Oh, yeah, I'm on. Let's go. My Mii Gunner is cracking her knuckles.
No, I said Slippy, sir. I said Melee.
Oh, we're gonna play Melee? Ugh. My Sheik isn't that good, dude. My Sheik isn't that good.
Okay,
Lumi,
okay.
dude. I think it was me, Lumi, and T-Grass played a couple of weeks ago, and I got wrecked. Like I saw what T-Grass was doing to Lumi. I'm like, I'm gonna pass this time. I don't want to face. Well, you just mentioned something I actually want to ask. It's not your Smash wasn't your fighting game. What is your fighting game?
I mean, well, it's primarily Smash Ultimate wasn't my fighting game. I realized that game was just not for me because one, terrible internet, two, input lag, and three, Joy-Con drift. But I use GameCube controllers, right. So it's whatever. I just realized that game just didn't exactly click for me. I still play it from time to time, but it's just not really my thing. But after that, DBFZ shortly came out around but right before Smash Ultimate dropped, I think DBFZ came out. Started playing that a lot more. Realized I loved it, and I was like, wait, that's right. Dragon Ball used to be one of my things when I was a kid. I love Dragon Ball, especially like Budokai Tenkaichi. Shout out to that game, by the way, for breaking my thumbs trying to hold Raditz in place. Real ones know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know what those movements would even be called, because it was like the flicker motions, right? With your thumb, you had to go left.
You just had to go left to right, left to right, left to right. It hurt my fingers, dog.
I'm happy those inputs are slowly disappearing from video games in general. I'm so happy those are gone. I hated them so much. I would rather just do the whole like pressing a button really fast. I'd rather do those QuickTime events.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah. So is it fighters? Like I know you're
Dragon
really
Ball
big.
Z was like Dragon Ball FighterZ was just like my main game for the past. It's still been my baby. I absolutely love it for the past 3 years. I've been watching, learning the game since 2018, 2019-ish. Been still playing it to this day. I don't play it as much, sadly, because once again, we also suffer from a thing called delay-based netcode.
Ugh, yep.
It be's like that. But,
I feel like
always
going
for a
forward, things will be better. I think going forward with whatever games we get out, hopefully will be better. I know, I think you were actually, I noticed you have a lot of KOF information. You're a big KOF guy, or King of Fighters.
I can't say I'm actually the biggest KOF guy. I did not find out about the KOF series until I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I did not actually play much of the KOF series until I got into my late teen years. I really didn't know much about it until then. And then there came that time when Tater was in Smash, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this guy, right? I'm just now realizing about this. If Fighter Z was released in 2021, would have broke the internet. Amen to that.
When Fighters 2 comes out, it's gonna break the internet. I can tell you that.
That's what I like to hear. Fun fact:
awesome.
My first ever fighting game actually was Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh, really? That was your first?
That was my very first fighting game as a child. Okay. It was on the original Xbox, actually, and my uncle used to put me and my cousins in it all the time. And then my first 3D fighting game was Dead or Alive.
Which DOA?
I think it was DOA 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it was DOA 3, also on the OG Xbox. I don't know how we got away with playing that game, but we did. In my own grandmother's household, no less. I don't know. Once again, I don't know how we got away with that. There was that, and then there was Soul Calibur 2, and the first character I decided to pick up was Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which system were you playing on? Xbox, GameCube, PlayStation.
Once again, Xbox, and then I also saw Nightmare, and I'm like, oh wait, Nightmare is actually kind of cool.
I think every single person I've talked to has had some weird, or not weird, but some love for Soul Calibur 2. There's something about that game, man. It just was such a great game.
Generally, one of I say is one of the best fighting games out there. I say it's one of the best in that it sort of still holds up to this day, even though game didn't have much balance back then, because it was a game
balance
that really didn't
even exist.
Much.
Yeah,
balancing never really existed back then, but it was a lot of fun playing different characters, playing I think Yoshimitsu was in that game. Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. There was Cervantes, there was Ivy. One character I hated fighting was Talim, the little wind girl.
Yeah.
Mainly because I played Nightmare, and Nightmare's a big guy, and she's just super fast. So I just hated trying to fight and dance around her. The easiest counter pick I found to that was Keelik, and just jabbing her from a distance.
My buddy always used to play Raphael and just have the sword and go
the multi-thrust.
Yeah, and I just couldn't get in. I'm I didn't know what I was doing back then. When I was younger, I was really bad at fighting games, but I think that's what got me into them now, because I lost so much as a kid. Mm-hmm. I had to get better throughout the years.
Right. So
you do stream all the time. You don't only play fighting games. What are some other video games that you like outside of the fighting game realm?
I love single player FPSs. I love JRPGs. I love hack and slash action games. Anybody could tell you that, which is why I have such an intense love for Devil May Cry, because I played the Devil May Cry series as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wasn't very good for my upbringing, but I still love it nonetheless.
Yeah.
And if you've seen my TikTok, I've actually cosplayed Dante before. I'm going to be cosplaying Virgil, hopefully sometime in the future. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, I've always just had a love for combo oriented hack and slash, and I'm pretty sure anybody who loves hack and slashes like DMC probably secretly has a deep love for fighting games because, you know, you can do crazy combos in that game. You like doing crazy combos in whatever fighting game might, you know, future needs sort of close to that. Which is why I say Dante's such a good character, one of the best designed characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm.
No bias, totally.
Right.
Totally no bias. But speaking of Marvel,
most Capcom games overall all have really great mechanics in general, which I don't want to say they relate to fighting games, but they kind of relate to fighting games in certain ways. Like, I could pick up Devil May Cry and have a blast because there's still like that you still got to block, you still got to attack, you can like do special abilities. So I don't know, there's a Capcom, I feels like they know what they're doing in that field of making games.
Yeah, and then there was that weird limbo with Street Fighter V and Marvel versus Capcom Infinite where they like didn't know what they were doing.
I feel like there was like a giant changing of the guard. I don't think, no, they haven't come out and confirmed this. I feel like when those games were being made, they were made by new people. No one wanted to admit it was new people. Like, I feel like it was just a new group of people making the game, and it just didn't come out the way they wanted to. Like, now, I think Street Fighter V is good now.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I agree. I think it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, now but back when it was at launch, it was rough.
Nope, it wasn't even an arcade. You had to buy that later.
Yeah.
But tracking back to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I need to talk about how that game significantly boosted me on Twitter. And I'm explaining. I made a TikTok. I decided to make a TikTok relating to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 using the sound. And the sound of it went something like this. I had Virgil saying, I will whoop everybody in here. And then I had Dr. Doom, like, I got like a green blanket and then put like a Jason mask on my face, pretend I was Dr. Doom. I was like, you do what now? And it was like Virgil saying, you heard me, I will whoop everybody in here. And then I put on like a quick like red and yellow, like a red and black shirt, and then put like a yellow shirt under it and pretended I was Zero. And as we all know, Zero is the most broken character in MVC3. And he's like, that boy ain't lying. He'll whoop everybody in here other than me. And Virgil's like, you too. He's like, finish that and I'll finish you. And then it took me a while, but I found an effect on TikTok, which is sort of like this after image effect where it's like, you know, I move my hand, you can like slowly see like little different after images, which is sort of like Zero's, what do you call it? The Sogenmu effect, where he can have like, he had that super where he could pull out like double of them and do like the lightning loops, if anyone remembers. It was just sort of like, I ain't touched nobody in the head in a while.
I think I've seen that trend a couple times before. Yeah,
that video did pretty decently on TikTok, but I uploaded it to Twitter, and oh my lord, it did numbers.
Really?
Like it did numbers. It did so well. There were like a couple like MVC professionals who noticed it. I'm pretty sure I saw even like Yipes retweet it.
Yeah,
like ISC Yipes, the dude who started Marvel tournaments, like retweeted it. And then later along the line, I found this video that was like, which was like, guys, if you're not cheating on your girl, what are you doing? And it was a video. Well, it wasn't actually a video. It was a recording of me, like, I had a YouTube video up, and I pretended I was actually fighting. It was the video of the Iron Man MVC2 Infinite. Okay. Yipes also noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like a month ago. I think I had like Valle follow me on Twitter. I almost like lost my mind.
Who did?
Alex Valle.
Oh, Alex Valle? Oh,
yeah, he followed me on Twitter. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Like, he's never said any word to me, but he's that one. He probably's not even following him anymore for all I know. I didn't go back and check, but I saw that go across. I was like, ah! That was a big one for me. But Yipes is like, I would love for someone
like
to
Yipes
retweet what?
I got a retweet. No, it was a retweet and a reply saying, "Bro, this is hilarious." I'm just like,
oh.
I at this point I was just deceased. Just bye.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, actually, after this podcast, I'm actually doing my finally like promoting it, I guess, on YouTube to like TikToks, and that right there, you saying I'm dead, is definitely gonna be in the reel of the TikTok video. That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Okay, so when it comes to your cosplays, do you have like a list of ones you want to make? Like, how do they come about? How do you decide what you're going to do next?
First things first. Well, okay. First, I see these characters, right? I have these characters that because I've been watching anime since I was a kid, right? I have these characters I see, and I'm just like, okay, I like this character, I like this character, I like this character, I love these characters, right? And then they're just sort of floating in my brain, and then my brain just constantly reminds me, like, hey, you should cosplay this character, and that character. That's kind of just how my list goes. But I also have, like, you know, sort of a cosplay wish list on the side. I have like a cosplay wish list on the side on Amazon. It's like, you know, link is in my flipping beacons and whatever on TikTok and all my other social medias. So if y'all want to help me out, y'all don't, by the way, y'all don't have to give me money and buy me stuff to enjoy my content. I appreciate y'all just liking it enough for that. But most of my cosplays are honestly store bought. Like most of them. Most of them I usually like buy off Amazon or buy off Easy Cosplay or stuff like that. Like Dante store bought, Zoro store bought, plenty of other cosplays that I have that are pretty much store bought. But then it comes to like cosplays that only require casual clothing or like semi-casual clothing. Do you know what I do for my Luffy cosplay? I literally take the Terry Bogard jacket. I just never show the back.
Really?
Yes, because you know Terry's jacket, you know, has a star on it. But, you know, Luffy wears a jacket similar to that. It's a red jacket, so it sort of just works out for me. All I had to do was buy a straw hat. But yeah, I see these characters. I'm just like, huh, this character looks like he's fun to mess around with. Drew, where's the Woody cosplay? Woody cosplayer, I'll start a riot. Buy one for me. That's what.
There you go.
How about that?
Put it on the Amazon.
I got a cowboy hat already. All I need is someone to basically buy me the thing. But yeah, if I was like able to dig through my closet, half of them are store bought, half of them are just stuff I look through because, you know, I've gone to church like most of my life. So, you know, I have like a couple suits and dress stuff that I can easily just put on and be like, okay, I just need this, I need that. There's a few other things I need, maybe a few other accessories, and then boom, I got the cosplay down.
Do you, like, how many do you think you have? Like, if you actually had to sit and count how many cosplays you have, how many do you... Are we, like, reaching, like, triple digits here, or...
Oh, not triple digits. Whoa. No. Okay, I have to think about it. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, no. Let me count my One Piece cosplays. Okay, we got Luffy, Ace, Doffy, Law, Zoro. Just recently did Sanji. Just recently did Frankie. Did Eustace Kid. So about 8 One Piece cosplays, right? And we got cosplays that just require me to wear just some weird like dress clothing. So we've got Rock and Benny from Black Lagoon, and I plan on doing Mr. Chang in the future. I'm not sure if any of y'all have seen Black Lagoon, by the way. It's amazing.
I actually got into Black Lagoon because of you and Aaron. Not Aaron. Yeah, I watch your TikToks, and it made me want to watch the show finally. I started watching it because of you guys.
Oh, how far are you?
1 episode.
Hey, good start.
One at a time.
But yeah, it's 8, 9, 10. I got Rock and Benny, and then 2 of my most popular cosplays that I did during my birthday month, which was April. That was the craziest birthday month I ever had. Which was Tatsu the Immortal from Way of the House Husband. Very funny manga, by the way.
Okay.
And Nanami Kento from Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's another one I gotta watch. I heard it's really good.
Oh, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is great. But, okay. Trust me, I will tell you this right now. I was not expecting the traction I got when I originally did that cosplay.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh. My comments were pretty feral. My comment section was pretty feral. Not even going to like lie to you. It was pretty rough. And then beginning of 2021, I did Spike from Cowboy Bebop, Connie Springer, and then like, you know, sometime mid 2020, I did the Faust cosplay, which I just, you know, casually wear sometimes. You know,
I love that. And everything. It's awesome.
Like, dude, I got the bag, like, right here.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Hi. You're trying to catch these bombs. Hi.
You're still rocking him as a main, too, right?
Yeah. More or less. Gosh, what other cosplays? Oh, yeah, I did Cloud. I did Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. I want to do Barret in the future, but first I have to get, like, a gun arm.
Do you mean Cloud from Smash Brothers?
All right, and I'm gone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed this podcast. I'll be seeing y'all later. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm right here. I'll leave while I'm up, I actually can get a good look at my closet. Right. That was my Ace Attorney stuff. In Ace Attorney cosplays, I've done Edgeworth and Detective Gumshoe. So I've done about 15, 20 cosplays in total so far, I want to say.
Wow, like I've done technically one, and I'm kind of
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I've done Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm kind of itching to do another one. My issue is I have a beard, and I'm not shaving this thing. So now I kind of put in that
I can't
spot.
imagine you without the beard. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I cannot imagine you without it.
Like I keep on seeing that filter where they can show you without a beard. I'm not putting on because I don't think anyone wants to see what this looks like. I know I don't want to see what it looks like, but like there's a couple I know. Like there's the bearded pirates in One Piece. Maybe I should consider trying to. I don't know if a blonde-ish beard. There's one out there somewhere. Because there's very few like fictional characters with beards. At least blonde beards, like mine.
Blonde beards? Yeah, I can't really think of anyone with a blonde beard in One Piece, unless there's Shiki, who's technically like from one of the movies. But you know, that's like a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, I've done like plenty of cosplays, and you know, my TikToks have just mostly just been talking about stuff I love. Like that's literally all my TikToks I've ever been. It's just I talk about things I love, you know, from cosplays to
And you're killing it. You're one of the highest follower counts out of all of us. I think. I think you're. Yeah. It's Amatsuku's ahead of you, right?
Yeah, Matsuku is definitely far, far, far ahead of me because of his MK11.
Those videos, man.
Those videos are so good. He managed to profit off the like MK11 scene.
Yeah.
So well, and I'm proud of him for it. He's never noticed me, but hey yo, Mazuku, I'm just letting you know right now. You may have it in Tekken, but you see me in KOF, see me in Guilty Gear, see me in DBFZ, you not touching me, alright? I'll let you know that right now.
I'll clip that.
I'm not challenging you to Tekken because I know Tekken's your lane. Speaking of KOF, I do want to do another cosplay for KOF, and I'm thinking either Chris, you know, the young
Sleepy Chris
pop star.
Oh no,
that's Chris, the young pop star,
the one that's like doing the moonwalk and the
that one. Either Chris or Geese actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually want to do Geese one of these days. But sort of went off track. But how I choose my cosplays is that I figure out, okay, do I have this in my closet? No. Okay, how much is this going to cost me? All right, I'll rank them from the least to the most expensive, and that's how I'll work my way through it. And currently, you know, I'm kind of broke right now, but you know, currently working on that because you know I got a job and everything. But yeah, it's just sort of do I have the means to work on this cosplay now? What do I need for it? What would I need to get? What would I need to buy? Things of that nature. And I only recently, like with my TikTok, started doing more high quality TikToks, actually using my camera after I figured out how to use it properly. Mm-hmm. Because like way before I've done any of this, I used to be heavy into photography. Shout out to my dad. My dad's one of my dad's second hobbies was, you know, doing photography, and that's how I got into it as a young kid. Mm-hmm. I just tried to translate that into, you know, making videos, and I edit them over Vegas, currently trying to learn Adobe Premiere and all that. And doing the high quality videos is actually, people have enjoyed it. I was actually, who inspired me to actually get back on the high quality, you know, TikTok train was RJ Hooks, who y'all might have seen for his excellent, like, effects videos with, you know, different anime characters, especially with, you know, Nanami and Spike Spiegel and plenty of others. But yeah, that's just sort of been the cosplaying train for me. You know, in spite of all the racist BS I see on there, you know, I push through it. Yeah, ain't no issue for me.
I can't imagine the stuff that I see is like horrid, and there's other content creators I love. Some of the stuff on TikTok, it's almost kind of shocking it doesn't get like taken down quicker. You know what I mean? Like like you'd think that, like, I know Sharpie's having an issue where she's banned again for some reason. Like I feel
even though she cleared it, so I don't understand why it happened.
I don't know. You can tell that there's no actual humans looking over this stuff. You know what I mean?
I can tell you that right now. Yeah. You know how I can tell you that? Because I've been post-banned 3 times. 3 times just for having a shirt off in a video.
See, like, why?
TikTok, I am 21 years old. I'm 21 years old. I've seen guys post thirst traps on your app with their... You know what? I'm going to drop it now.
Maybe just gotta lean into
it's-
it, Drew, and just make nothing but thirst trap videos.
Please.
I'll do one if you do one.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
We'll make an FGC fireman calendar.
No, whoa. Okay.
Get all the boys together. We'll do it. We'll do a FGC calendar.
Yeah. Another thing, by the way, that I did that got me a little bit of traction was actually playing anime openings on my violin. I've actually been playing the violin since I was a little kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've actually been playing the violin. I only recently, like last year, got myself an electric violin. Cammy Thirst Trap. Oh lord, I need to actually cosplay a Street Fighter character one of these days. I'm thinking just picking up Ryu.
Wait, do you not know about the Cammy thing?
What Cammy thing?
Did you see my video from last week?
Oh, that right.
So
I saw that. Yes.
all right, so like that video, like thank God, like I said if it reached 1,000 views, 100,000 views, it looks like I think it stopped around like 12K. I'm like, oh thank God, thank God.
Be thankful I didn't boost it.
Yeah, well, like I was worried because everyone said they were going to. Like Matsuku said he was going to do it. And I was like, oh no.
Masako. Oh no.
So, like if he only got like a quarter of his followers to do that, I would have been done for. That's just going to watch the video. I was doing 100,000 views, but yeah, people have been busting my chops about the Cammy thing nonstop. I want to do Street Fighter, and I think I could pull off Zangief. I kind of want to do.
Could.
I just don't know if anyone wants to see me in a Speedo. That's the problem.
Hear me out. Hear me out, Alex with a beard.
Okay,
Alex?
yeah, I could probably pull off Alex.
Yeah. Alex with a beard could, like, definitely work in those situations. Oh, there's two other cosplays I forgot about, technically. Aforementioned Dante and Jotaro from JoJo Part 3, you know.
I've actually seen those ones. I haven't watched all the way through. I kind of stopped at a certain point with JoJo because the first like 10 episodes just makes zero sense. But
it's a bizarre adventure. What can I say?
Yeah, it really is. But like I definitely enjoyed what I watched so far. So I try to like everything you have. But like you're like me, you have a lot of videos going out always. Like it's hard to keep up with what's new.
I just try to like keep some form of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of weird, especially with like my newer videos, because then my newer videos get buried under a bunch of older videos that people are still liking, and I'm just like, well, I mean, I guess. Like more traction for me, I guess.
Like I think I figured out like when to post videos. Like I think, like this morning I was up at like 6:30 posting a video in the morning, and that reached like 2,000 views within like an hour. Just from being up at that time. Then at like 11 o'clock ish, I posted the other one. And that one did well. I don't know what my last video of the day is doing because we're streaming.
I used to just post at whatever. Honestly, like I would make a video at 3 in the morning and then post it.
Yeah.
I literally just make a video just like 3 in the morning and post it. Actually, that's like how most of my videos do, like, which are just sort of like off the rip, are usually the ones that just do well for whatever reason, and I'm not mad at it.
I guess I probably should stop trying to be so regimented and just be more free with maybe some of my content. Probably may do better.
I mean, scheduling isn't bad. It's not bad, but like, if there's any content that you can just put out quickly, because it's like it's short, it's funny, just put it out there. I think it'll work.
Yeah, I have
honestly.
I actually on my second account I have a video idea that I'm posting tomorrow. Like I thought of it.
Ooh.
It's my second account's more just for fun. Not has like less fighting game related stuff, but has something to do like what the most impactful moments in your life. Like if you could name 3 things, the most impactful moments in your life. Like what would they be?
My three most impactful moments?
Yeah.
Oh man, let's.
Like as an example, like for me was like I figured I understood how like the gravity of what like 9/11 was. Like that was a big one for me as a kid. Yeah, like I had no one that I lost, but I understood how big of a loss that was. Like last year when the pandemic hit, I realized how scary life could be. And then like when Gohan beat Cell.
Oh,
that was a huge one.
Actually, that's not even my favorite moment out of the Cell saga. My favorite moment out of the Cell saga is when I really thought Favorite moment out of the Cell Saga was when I really thought Goku was gonna destroy the Earth, killing Cell, and then just instant transmission behind him. That legit made me jump out of my seat, just like, what?
Dude, I
That was so cool.
I swear, I remember to this day, I was eating a bowl of white rice, and I had the sweet and sour sauce, and I was dipping it, putting little bits of the sweet and sour sauce on my rice, eating it, and I remember Goku telling Gohan he's gonna fight Cell. I'm like, what is happening? I was so
right.
I'm like, why? Just finish him off, Goku. As a kid, my brain couldn't understand why he just gave up, and he's having his kid. I didn't trust my dad for like a week.
Oh, what? Teach him a lesson in humility? Better yet, maybe I should throw him a senzu bean and let you fight him.
Oh my god, it made no sense.
Shout out Team 4-Star.
Yeah, for real. I actually had one of my best videos I ever did was I made a video of Gohan getting gifts for Father's Day. It's just a little card that says Piccolo on it. Not Goku.
That's a Dragon Ball joke that has been run into the ground.
I love it. It's true.
Yeah, I guess in some cases it can be true. Right. But like the most impactful moments of my life, like I mean, you know, one of them which I learned there's a scary world out there was, you know, the whole Trayvon Martin situation I learned about when I was younger, which was I was like 12 or 13 years old. You know, scary being a black kid. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that's the way life is for us. Mm-hmm. I can trust you, right, Phil? No, I'm kidding.
Kidding. I'll jump in front of a bullet for you, Drew. I got you. I don't know if I'll be quick enough to do it, but I'll try.
Nah, you cool though. But like there was that, and then there's like entertaining moments in life. It was just sort of like me realizing how much I like photography, and then there are too many moments in anime that I just really enjoy that I can really call impactful, because there's a lot of them. But honestly, I feel like just one of the more like mind-numbing moments in my life was when I realized, like, randomly one night, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm consistently making content on this app and people are enjoying it. I guess I'm popular in this sense?
No, that's awesome, dude. I know exactly.
Like,
I am nowhere near your level yet. Like, I'm not at 100,000 or whatever, but like, I understand. Like, I had the situation. I was at Walmart and I was like getting groceries, and a little kid walked by. He's like, "Mom, he's on TikTok," and I like lost it a little bit inside. Some kid knew who I was. I was like, "No way."
That's never happened to me yet. I've never like gone out in public and someone been like, "Hey, I know that dude off of TikTok." I'm just like, never happened to me yet. It probably might happen when I go to a convention like next year. I plan on going to MomoCon next year.
We got to get you to Combo Breaker next year for sure, if we can.
Oh, but here's the thing: Combo Breaker and MomoCon are like the same weekend.
What they are? Oh, all right.
Like when is Combo Breaker? When is Combo?
They haven't announced it yet, but it's usually the same time every year. I think it's
which is
May. Yeah,
it's usually May from like it's like the last week in May. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that's around the same time MomoCon is.
Well, I think most of the FGC TikTok community, or at least we've been discussing it for a bit now, because we want to all meet up. You know, it's like we've been like doing all this stuff together the last like couple months. We want to like go to an event together, and now that things are kind of opening up. Well, I think they are.
Right.
I think things are closing down again. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in the world.
We don't know.
Yeah, but the next big event, I really would. Dude, I don't care if I have to wear a mask the entire time, as long as I get to hang out with my friends. That's all it means.
Right, exactly. If I gotta wear a mask, I will definitely wear a mask.
I mean, I'm gonna lose any tournament I go into, anyways.
I will bring my vaccination card as well.
Amen.
I got that with me.
Yeah. All right, so the last big question I got for you is how it usually finishes up is, what does the fighting game community mean to you?
I need a drink for this. Hold on.
Yeah, do you think? Me too.
And I'm gonna sort of answer your question with semi-question. This is actually another question I got from Luminos. Luminos actually recently asked a question on his TikTok where it's like, what do you need to do in the FGC to be considered a part of the FGC? Mm-hmm. And to you and to anyone else watching, I say, really, just play fighting games. That's all you gotta do. Nothing more and nothing less. Just enjoy fighting games. You could watch them. You could play them. Join in discussions on Twitter, though I assure you that's not that healthy for you. If you want to see some great memes, you know, you can always follow me on King_Drew101. Mm-hmm. I post the best fighting game memes on there. Also, you should, follow me on Twitch and on TikTok, of course. But real talk.
Yes, that do that too.
Real talk. The FGC to me has just been, just about having fun, doing what you playing, mashing buttons with friends, raging, looking at funny moments that might happen between, installing mods, streaming it, just bantering with your friends while you play fighting games. Whatever you do, that's just really what it's meant to me. It's just it's the whole brother/sisterhood behind it. How we can all just get together, go to like a big venue, sit in our chairs and watch whoever it may be. Maybe Sonic Fox, Goichi, it could be Yipes, it could be any of us. We could just watch each other, sit down, get hyped, watching crazy things happen in fighting games, whether it be hard reads, whether it be sick combos, whether it just be stylish combos that don't do that much damage but still look cool anyway, whether it just be raw zoomers, whatever it might be. That's just being able to get together with friends and just all banter about Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, DBFZ, Tekken, King of Fighters, Guilty Gear, or whatever. It's just, that's always the fun part. Mm-hmm. That's always like the best part of the FGC and what the FGC is truly meant to be.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
My next part is usually asking where can people follow you, but you already just mentioned that. But is it King Drew pretty much everywhere? You have like numbers behind on some places, right?
Yeah, on YouTube it's King Drew. On Twitter it is King_Drew101. I know, kind of fancy. And on TikTok it's King Drew 34.
Do those numbers mean anything? I've been wanting to ask you this.
Not really. They don't really mean anything.
They're just randoms.
Yeah, they were just random because I couldn't just get just King Drew by itself. Unfortunately,
I've been like literally messaging this guy on Instagram for probably a year now, asking if I can take the Phil of course tag. He hasn't responded to me yet. It's killing me inside. It's the only one I don't have. Literally, it's just Instagram. It's the only one I don't have yet. I'm doing.
What is it? Phil for certain?
No, Phil of course. It's Phil of course that I want it so bad. Like I can't use. I can do like Phil.
What's the name you go by on Instagram?
Yeah, well, I changed it to Philly, of course. So I made us rock that for a little bit, but I'd rather have Phil, of course, because that's like the brand everywhere. So, but is there anything you want to say before we got out of here, Drew?
Yeah, there's a few things I'd like to say. Screw grapplers, nobody likes them. Number 2, play Guilty Gear. It's an amazing game series, no matter which one you play. Play, Plus R and also Strive and also Rev 2. Those are probably like the 3 biggest. But play what you want. Have fun while doing it, and remember that cosplaying is great and is always fun, and I'm pretty sure everyone and anyone can do it if they put their mind to it.
Awesome. Drew, thank you so much for doing this with me today. This was a blast.
Hey, thank you. Also, don't forget to follow Phil, y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Don't forget to follow Drew on all social media platforms that he mentioned. For those who don't know, I stream on Twitch every Sunday and Tuesday. Come and hang out. I also have an FGC TikTok account. Make sure you go follow me there. And if you have the funds, feel free to support the channel by donating to the Patreon. If you liked the video today, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My name is Phil, and of course, I'll talk to you guys soon.